Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Monday, January 24, 2022. The markets opened weak. We took off to the downside, already 127 points of range in the S&P, but we are starting to bounce as we head into the afternoon. We haven't made it back up to the open yet, but we are now in the upper portion of the range. So we're going to look at that type of price action as we head into the close. Let me go ahead and select all four instruments. The setup will be based upon entering the market long at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this study, what we're going to look at is trading below the open, but in the top half of the intraday range. So what I need to do is select this close below open in the intraday close versus intraday range category here, and that's going to mean that the price at the time of entry, which I've got set to 3 o'clock, is below the opening print for the session, but I'm also going to say it is in the top half of the intraday range. So close in top half of intraday range, I've selected that by hitting equals next to it. I've added both of those to the test, and now next what I want to do is go into the indicators library, put us in a similar market environment. We have not seen an environment quite like this in a long time. We're trading below a 10 and below a 200-day simple moving average. So I've selected both of those. I've got the price pattern in there. I did skip over an opening filter. I normally do use that, but I want to keep as many samples as possible for this. So I skipped over it this time just to keep those samples. Now I can click View Results. All right, here we go. These are the results based upon entering the market long at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. When you are in a weak bear market environment, which I've described as below a 10 and below a 200-day simple moving average, and at 3 o'clock you're trading below the opening print, but in the top half of the intraday range. So that's a pattern where you can see like a long daily candlestick wick at the bottom of the candlestick. The wick would be at least 50% of the candlestick high to low area. So, but it's still a red candlestick, so potentially like a hammer candlestick that would be forming there, or something like that. But a long lower wick. And what we've got here are 44 samples in the S&P. We've got 38 in the NASDAQ, 51 in the Dow, 73 in the Russell. The win rates on these all skewed a little bit more towards the upside. S&P coming in, 68% of these have closed above that 3 p.m. price when that is true. For the NASDAQ, it's 63%. For the Dow, 59%. For the Russell, 62%. If we look at the average moves, the average loss just a touch larger than the average win for the S&P. The average loss is also larger in the NASDAQ. For the Dow, the average win is larger than the average loss, and the Russell is very similar in size. So we're a little bit mixed on the average moves, but historically speaking, most of these have continued higher past 3 o'clock in this scenario. So we'll still have to see if it's true at 3 o'clock. We are still trading in the top half of the intraday range, but below the open at 3 o'clock. We'll have to confirm that then. So hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck today. We'll see you next time.